We have a lot of battles. We did win one on the authorization, but we still have battles going on, and that's why we need you here for those contacts.
And making sure that we have earmarked in a legal way $1.8 billion for a heavy lift vehicle that is necessary for us to do things that no other nation has ever been able to do, that is necessary for us to continue to expand our horizon.
I'm optimistic about NASA's future. I told him honestly, quite honestly, I've never been more optimistic about NASA's future than I am today. That's because of y'all.
Without any knowledge of what the history was or what the future was, ran a line through Constellation and think that's all there is to it. That's just a battle cry for us.
Why the devil would New York City get a shuttle? That's almost as bad as having Pace picante sauce from New York City.
But you should never let members of Congress rest for the fact that one of the shuttles is not at Houston and the Space Center. I think it is an outrage and a disgrace, and as long as you're around, please remind them that when we think of space, we think of Houston.
Members across the country and tell them there's a bill here in the House that takes the shuttle from New York and brings it to Texas. There's one in the Senate. Have them call the representative in both senators and say, do what's right for the country. Make a shuttle, bring that shuttle from New York to Houston, Texas, Space City, USA.
As we get in that room, and I always make sure that I introduce the student last, because once you introduce that student, the rest of us are history. The students are the ones that make the impact. The students are the ones that these congressmen and these offices want to hear.
What got you inspired about space and joining the space program?
My real inspiration in the space program was my first spacecraft dynamics class. It was like an eye-opener. All of a sudden I became this huge nerd, and I was dreaming about momentum dumping at night.
My experience here with Citizens for Space Exploration in Washington D.C. It's been a really fun trip, but also very rewarding being able to take my love and my enthusiasm for human space exploration and be able to share it with the representatives of California, my home state, as well as other representatives from the United States.
I believe we've made a really positive impact. A lot of people have been very receptive to what we're saying. They understand the budget climate that we're dealing with, but at the same time they understand the positive effects of NASA. More importantly, how much money goes into it and how much more money comes out of NASA. When you put $1 in, you get $7 to $9 back. It's not just a basic expenditure. So we've done a lot of positive things here. We did this for Texas. We're doing this for the U.S. government now. And I think we're going to continue to make a real positive impact the more we talk about it.
Really important to make sure that the people that really do care about these programs, such as NASA, to get out there and talk with their representatives to make sure that we can get a good, strong support for these kinds of programs to keep them going in our country.